understand that that is the fucking hack. Hey, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Byron Ovenstone. For those of you who've been here before, thank you for tuning back in. Guys, I had a realization. Did you know that the average American, now bearing in mind that this is a first world country and things are pretty good over here, the average American couldn't front a $500 bill if it came unexpectedly. Heater breaks, car breaks down, whatever the case might be, they need to fork out $500. That shit would stress them out. That to me is fucking scary, because how have we slipped and fallen so far? And I realized that it's a common thing, and it was something that I dealt with for a very long time as well. There was a period where at 24, 25 years old, I was wealthier as a child than I was at 24 or 25. I liked me more as a kid than I did when I was 29 years old, 28 years old. And I was like, I'm fucked. Like, I'm broken. I was a disappointment to me. I hated everything about me. And I couldn't help but feel like I was fucking failing at this game called life. And that maybe life was about other people and everyone else should have a better life. And I was just made to fucking tick boxes and then at some point just kick the bucket. And you get to a point, man, where you're like, that can't be it. I couldn't have peaked at 6 or 7 years old. I can't like the 6-year-old version of me more than I like the 28-year-old version of me. That's fucked up. I can't be wealthier at 6 years old than I was at 24 years old. And you're like, what the fuck? What happened? How did this all go so fucking wrong? And then I started just doing the work. I started just trying to like the guy looking back in the mirror. And that's where everything started to change in a big way, and rather quickly as well, because I liked me at 6 years old. Because me at 6 years old enjoyed himself. He enjoyed his presence. He enjoyed what he did. He liked the guy looking back in the mirror. He didn't know any better. And then as you get on to this game called life, you start taking on other people's perceptions. You start taking on other people's limiting beliefs. You start giving a fuck about what other people think. And then you lose you. You literally get to a point where you're living for everyone else. And I lived for everyone other than me. Are you fucking shocked that I was miserable? Are you fucking shocked that I literally wanted to do backflips off a roof? Of course not, because I fucking lost me. I had no idea who I was. And then you get to a point where you're like, fuck this. I'm done living for you and you and you and you. I wasn't put on earth to make you happy, because it's impossible. For me to make other people happy when they can't even be happy themselves, it's fucking impossible. And that's what was so wrong with me. I was hoping that if I made other people happy, they would make me happy in return. And that shit doesn't fucking work. I have to make me happy. I have to like the guy looking back in the mirror. And when I truly like that guy and I like me, I respect me, I love me, now I can gift it to everyone else. It's that good old saying of you can't pour from an empty cup, right? So when I started understanding that, it was like a fucking huge shift. It was like, okay, well, bro, what don't you like about you? And this goes back to a couple videos ago, or actually probably a lot of videos ago at this point, where I was talking about like standing in the mirror naked and just ripping myself apart. And literally having those really hard conversations and looking at my bank accounts and ripping that apart too and being like, that fucking sucks, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. Well, okay, now we have the laundry list of what's bad. How do we fix it? And then we start implementing some strategies. Guys, when I tell you that the biggest game changer you can ever do in your entire fucking life is upgrade your mentors, your circle, and your coaches, understand that that is the fucking hack. Understand that upgrading your mentors, upgrading your fucking circle, and hiring the right coaches will literally change your life borderline overnight. Because if your circle is wealthy, successful, intelligent, they fucking focus on the right shit, they're healthy. If there's 5 people in that circle that are all of that, and you're in that circle, you will be the 6th. It's inevitable. It has to happen that way because their energy, what they do, bleeds into you and you change as a result. If your circle is a bunch of fucking losers, deadbeats who just get high as fuck, escape life through alcohol, gaming, etc., are you shocked that you're the 6th? If you have no mentors at all, you have no one guiding you. So you're just like a fucking blind motherfucker just leading himself through a maze that he doesn't know. And you're wondering why you're bumping into the same wall over and over and over again, and you're shocked that you're not making fucking progress. Dude, hire yourself a fucking coach, hire yourself a mentor. They already know what you need to know. They've done it. But make sure you hire the right people. The people who, when you look at, you're like, fuck, I like that guy. I want what he has. I want his lifestyle. I want his energy. I want his physique. Whatever you're hiring them for, make sure you do that and that you're proud of them for that. Like for the longest time, I'll tell you I'm not going to name drop because that would just be unethical and not okay. But for the longest fucking time, I took relationship advice from someone who was divorced and in a loveless fucking relationship. Are you shocked that my fucking relationship sucked too? And then I took business advice from someone who was pissing their business down the fucking toilet for a while too. Because I didn't vet them out properly. I just saw success in one little area of life. And I was like, well, they've got this shit fucking locked down. So they know everything. I'm just going to get whatever they tell me to do, I'm going to do that. Bro, you can't do that because they fucking sucked at being in a relationship. They fucking sucked at running a business. The only thing the one guy was good at was running his business into the fucking ground. And there's me taking advice on him on how to build my business, wondering why I was fucking struggling. And fix my relationship and wondering why my relationship was fucked. So understand that yes, hiring coaches, hiring mentors, upgrading your circle matters, but make sure that those fuckers that you put in those positions actually do the shit that they're supposed to do. Actually turn the fuck up and live that life and have what you want. Because if they don't, fucking kill it. Find someone else. There's plenty mentors, coaches, fucking circles that you can be involved in that do the right shit, that level the fuck up, that pay attention to the right metrics. And when I found the right coaches, the right mentors, and I elevated my circle, it was literally chalk and cheese. The results off the back of it were fucking unreal. And then are you shocked that I moved to the US with a suitcase and rented a room from someone to now living in a fucking pretty cool house? I make more money than most people make in like a decade, in a year. It's pretty cool shit. I'm able to level up on many fronts. Wife, 2 kids, all the shit I wanted. I'm now able to tick those boxes and make them a reality. Why? Because I paid attention to who I was learning from and I hired the right people and put them in the right seats. So if you're someone now who's looking and going, motherfucker, I was happier as a 7-year-old than I am as an adult. I had more money to my name as a 7-year-old than I did as a fucking adult. It's not too late. You can change. That old, oh, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Yes, you fucking can, if that dog's hungry enough to learn. So if you're truly looking in the mirror and you're like, bro, I don't like what I see here. I'm not happy. And you think you've already peaked, you haven't. If you're already in your 30s and you thought you would peak in your 20s, peak in your 30s and your 40s. That's fine too. Whatever fucking decade you're in now, peak now. It's literally just a decision. The most toxic curse you can put on yourself is the I'll start tomorrow curse. Tomorrow I'll do this. Tomorrow I'll do that. There's a reason one of my rules that I live by is don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today. Another one is finish what the fuck you start. Why? Because the habit of putting shit off for tomorrow was the reason why I was fucking morbidly obese for nearly 18 months because it was diet starts Monday, diet starts tomorrow. And eventually I was like, fuck Monday, fuck tomorrow, now. We start now. It was 4 o'clock on a fucking Wednesday, I think. And I was like, we start now. Every choice for the rest of today that I make will be a better choice. And I'll keep stacking that tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Because tomorrow never comes. And you run that play. So guys, understand that even if you feel like the fucking world is against you, if you feel like you peaked and nothing could be any better, it's like you're on the fucking downhill slope, you find yourself the mentors, you elevate your circle, and you hire yourself some coaches, and I promise you now, you will fucking level right back up there real quick. If you're on a slippery slope, it's because you're hanging around with the wrong people and you're doing the wrong shit. I did that. Terrible, terrible idea. There's no ways I should be happier at 7 than I am at fucking 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. No fucking way. Now my life gets better year on year on year on year. Why? Because I have the right people in the right seats. I'm learning every single day. The more, and this is what's fucking crazy and what most people just can't wrap their head around, the more I invest in me, the more I do for me to help me level up, the better my life gets. I spend obscene amounts of money on books, coaches, courses, mentorship programs. Why? Because it's just fucking money. I will make more. If I can learn better skill sets, if I can develop me more, my opportunity to make more just grows exponentially. It also puts me in the right circles. Tell me something real quick. Any of those books, if you could have an afternoon with one of those guys, would you do it? Most likely. Because they're fucking tycoons. They're the best in the business, which is why they're writing books. Well, as soon as I open up those pages, I'm now spending an afternoon with them. Every time I open that book, I'm having a conversation with them. I'm learning how they think, how they operate, what they do. When last did you pick up a book and read it? When last did you listen to an audiobook? When last did you listen to a podcast? When last did you go all in on you and invest in a coaching program, a mentorship program? When last did you go to a fucking seminar and learn some shit? It's probably been a minute, which is why you're not living on your terms, which is why you feel like you're stuck, because you're in a fucking blacked out room, you don't know the floor map, and you're trying to stumble your way through life. Good fucking luck. But if you have the right people guiding you, helping you, who have overcome the challenges that you're inevitably going to face, you time collapse the shit out of that. You dial in that mindset. They shatter those limiting beliefs. And they give you the strategy. So you see how this all ties into yesterday's fucking piece? And from there, everything gets very interesting very quickly. So stop fumbling your way through life. Stop fucking not growing. Stop not investing in yourself. It's the best thing you could ever do. Everyone's worried about like living a better life and making more money and blah, 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 blah. But then every single fucking dollar that they have, they hoard. And they're like, oh, I need to hold on to this before it goes away. That's a limiting belief. That's such a scarcity mindset. Oh, if I hold on to this for long enough, it'll stay. No, you'll spend it on fucking Cheetos, bitch. That's what you do. Because that's what we do. We're programmed to fucking spend. So instead of now spending it on shit that makes you better, you inevitably spend it on a fucking Starbucks coffee or Cheetos or fucking Chipotle or something that doesn't serve you in any way, shape, or form. But understand this, you spend it on a coaching program, you spend on a membership or a fucking mentorship or a seminar or whatever the case might be, you will always still find the money to buy Cheetos. You will always still find the money to buy the coffee. Because that's just what we do. But if you're constantly holding on to your money going, oh, I'm just going to hold on to this until I have enough to do that coaching thing, you will never have enough because you will just continue to repeat your bad habits. You will continue to run that cycle that you're in, which is that self-limiting belief of that money is scarce and that you have to hold on to it and that there is never enough. And then you fulfill that prophecy over and over and over and over again. Versus when you hire mentors, coaches, you have the right friend circle who live in abundance. Dude, they're like coaching programs, mentorship programs, seminars. Why? Because it all just comes back tenfold. Because they're in the right space, they're in the right state, they have the right strategies. So stop fucking like closing off and thinking that you have to hide and like squirrel away your money. Stop thinking that coaches and mentors and elevating your circle is a waste of money and a waste of time. The reason you are where you are is because you're not doing that shit. Try it. Just because you went to school with someone 20 years ago doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't mean you still have to be friends. You're not fucking obligated. If that's a drunken, useless piece of shit human who sits on the sofa all day slamming fucking nachos, beers, and watching football, that's not your guy. That's not your friend. He's pulling you down. He's holding you where you are. If your goal and dream is to level the fuck up, you can't be hanging around those people because they will make you feel inadequate for trying. No millionaire is going to shit talk you for starting a business. No fit guy is going to shit talk you in the gym for trying to get healthier and fitter. But your fat, broke fuck up of a friend will. Oh, you think you're different now? Oh, you're a fucking businessman now? Oh, you're gymming now? Yeah, bitch, I am. Yeah, I am. And I'm going to level the fuck up. So elevate yourself. Get yourself those mentors. Get yourself those coaches. Read more fucking books. If you can't afford seminars, coaches, mentors, books, $20 a piece, $30 a piece. Jesus Christ. You know that on Amazon you can buy secondhand books now too? For a fraction of the price of the fucking brand new one? So you can buy a fuck ton of books. I set aside a budget every single month to purchase more books. The books you see here are only a fraction of the books that I have. I have like 500 and something more in New Zealand in a container. At some point I need to get them to ship over. It's on the to-do list. It keeps falling down. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The whole reason I'm giving you guys this talk today is because it follows perfectly on from yesterday. Strategy matters. Limiting beliefs definitely fucking matter. The state that you're in absolutely matters. And you can time collapse those three and you can dial those three the fuck in real quick by elevating your circle, hiring yourself some mentors, getting yourself some coaches, reading books, listening to podcasts, doing the fucking deep work. So stop shying away from working on you. It's the best investment you will ever make. We're done. I hope you guys liked today's episode. Like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next time. Cheers for now.